talking to Micky Collins after the 3-1 win against Ramsgate on Saturday. That was a very good afternoon's work.
Yeah, pleased with the performance. Yeah, it really was. You know, it's been a tough week at the club, and sometimes you have to bounce back, and you ask for a little bit out of your players today, and they delivered for me. Every one of them, the whole group, really delivered. And yeah, pleased with the performance. A bit sloppy in places, but the tempo was amazing. Thursday night training, we worked on bits to play with tempo today on a wet pitch. We knew it would be. They've bought into it again today, and they've gone out there and put in a fantastic performance. And the sad thing is, we've probably been like that for 5-6 games, and we just ain't got the result. And today we've managed to get the goals we needed, and yeah, it was a good afternoon for the club.
As you say, good displays all over the park.
I thought so. I thought from back to front, I thought back four was solid apart from a sloppy goal. I thought midfield worked their socks off, good rotations in there. And the forward three have done the business. I thought Whitnell worked his socks off totally. Frankie gets a great goal, starts off, and Lou pops up with 2. So all round the park, I think we're just all pleased with each other that we've had a tough week, and as a group we've got our heads together and put in a great performance.
You'll enjoy going through Louis' 2 goals at home this weekend, but he could quite easily have walked off with the match ball.
Yeah, and I think tired legs. I think the thing is with it, you look at the first goal when he's worked his socks off to nick the ball off Treadwell and then go in, and then you've got to finish it, and it's the composure to be able to have that tight angle, put the guy on his backside and then slot it. And then the second one, we've been working on it this week. Me and him spend time down there when we get it, and a couple of hours he's been working on positions in the box, and he's at the right place at the right time to tap it in. And you're right, third one he could have. I think that's lack of legs. I think he's got in the position and he's just run out of steam. But I think the thing is with him, what people don't realise is the work he does off the ball. And that's the bit. It's all right being a forward, staying up there, scoring the goals, but you've got to work back. And there's 2 or 3 occasions there where he's run 60, 70 yards to stop a threat, which that's his full-time football coming through and what they're taught to do at that level.
The 10 outfield players all covered a few miles this afternoon across the pitch.
Oh, I thought so. I thought we put a shift in. I thought Alec Fidesz covered ground, Beecroft, Schaefer. Your midfield 3 that you look at as your engine, and they really did. And some last-ditch tackles that they've had to put in to try and stop them breaking. And don't get me wrong, they're a good side. They've got some good players in there, some really good players, and some young, good prospects as well. And yeah, we've given them a good game, really good game.
And they saw plenty of the ball as well, one has to say.
Absolutely.
Without apart from Kane Rowland's late goal, without really threatening. Although early on, Patrick Lee had to make a very good save to stop you going behind.
Yeah, absolutely. And I look at it and I think, is that we've let them have the ball. We've let them in them positions. We've let them and said, okay, you can try and build and you can try and break us down. But over the past few weeks where we've conceded goals, sometimes we've been a little bit wide open. And we worked on that, and we spoke to them before the game about it. And today they've delivered it because we've gone 1 up, and then we've tightened it up again, and then we've broke and scored the second, and then we've come out second half and tightened it up again until we get the third. Managed the game far better today as a group. And yeah, some great performances there. You don't want to single anyone out. I thought Fraser at right back was great. Liam was great at left back. The 2 centre halves were solid. Pat in goal, handling was impeccable. It's just an all round great performance. And even the boys that came off the bench.
Pat is very protective about his clean sheet, so he would have been disappointed to let in 1 at the end.
I think Gorham would be as well. I think Ben strives himself on trying to keep clean sheets, so he'd be disappointed, and it was his man that maybe he should have picked up. But can we do better and stop the cross? That's the way I always look. You can blame a goalie for not saving it or a defender for not heading it, but have we allowed the cross in? And could we have been tighter with that? And you know what, you can go back down the pitch with it. But just a sloppy way to end it. Unfortunately for us, they had a bit of impetus there, and another 10 minutes, maybe we'd have been in trouble. And but we managed to see it out.
And talk about the first goal, because it's great for you to get something off a delivery of a corner. The Fidesz's corner, Gorham's head on, and Frankie was around the 6-yard box to put it in.
Do you know what? It's good for me because it's something that we changed before the game. So for Al to take on board the delivery that I've asked him to do, Gorham to be aware of where we've asked him to be, and then Frank to switch on from it, it's exactly what we spoke about, at 1:30 today when we met. And to see that happen as a manager, you're just pleased that 1, the delivery's great, but 2, they've listened. And also we've carried it out, and we don't score from many set pieces. So for me, that was excellent. I was really pleased, and it gave us a platform then. The pressure was off after conceding early against Guernsey last week. All of a sudden we're at home and we've managed to take the lead and we're off and running.
You mentioned the word platform. It's another game where you are unbeaten at home. That's a solid platform to have going into the winter months.
Absolutely, and we always said it. When we won the league, we were good at home, really good at home, hard to beat. Last year we were a bit frail, and at times people came here and turned us over with late goals. And this year I said we need to make it a fortress. We go away from home and nick a point, but at home we've got to be getting 3 points, and we've had some You know, I don't think people realise the last 6 games we've had have been exceptionally tough. You know, we've played everybody in the top 6. You know, all them teams, you know, and to go to Guernsey as well. That, you know, we've ticked off a lot of tough games already this year. So, no, really pleased with them today. That was a good performance.
Just finally, a word about the milestone. I admit, before asking you the question, that you keep your powder dry on most things, but can I ask you, 250 games managing Sevenoaks Town, that's quite a little milestone for a club of, and what you've done with the chairman in the 5 years you've been here.
Yeah, do you know what the bit for me is to be a manager now in this day and age where too fickle results and people wake you out the door, and Paul's always stuck by me, and me and him have a great relationship, and so do I with the directors. But to actually go and achieve 250 games for the club you love, that's amazing. You know, I'm chuffed with it. I'm pleased with my record. I think it's exceptional, and we've delivered with it. You know, we've brought titles and we've brought cups. We've brought players through the ranks, which we've signed another one in the week, the young 16-year-old from the under-18s, which we'll announce this week, which is brilliant for the club. And there's more to come. And this club, you know, I said it at day one. This club it can be a sleeping giant, really. And Paul's always delivered the package on the pitch, like off, you know, with the 3G, and now hopefully with the clubhouse. And my remit is to deliver it on, you know, with the playing staff, and we've done that. And you know what, I'm proud of it. You know what, doesn't happen without a good management team. You know what, and that's been exceptional. I've had great people helping me, and you know what, it's all about your players. Do your players come in and believe in you as a manager and want to play for you and your lovely club? And they do that week in, week out, and they proved it again today. Very proud of them, and proud to have 250 games is a great milestone.
And game 251 weren't bad either.
Yeah, it was better than 250. So we'll forget it. Maybe I've got the sums wrong. Maybe that was 250 a day. Still waiting for the new watch, but the chairman hasn't delivered that yet. I'll tap him up when we go in.
Anyway, well done today.
Thank you, Andrew. Thanks.